In this video, traders, I'm going to give some advice to younger traders. Stay tuned. Hey traders, a warm welcome to you. So if you are a young trader and you're not old enough to start trading yet, most people in most jurisdictions you've got to be 18 to open a trading account, but you love the markets, what's my advice or my opinion that you should do to try and build on that kind of feel for the markets, build on that enjoyment and build on your desire to want to learn more? So first things first, guys, is watch the markets and print charts. Pretty easy one. You're probably already watching the markets already. Maybe you've been brought into the markets watching a bit of Forex. Forex is normally how people come in. Or perhaps you're investing, or perhaps your mum or dad are involved in stocks and investing and you've kind of got to learn. You've been watching some stocks, maybe reading the newspaper. Now you kind of just see it online and stuff. And most people then go into Forex because that's all the big flashing markets and pulls them in. Regardless of that, doesn't matter what market you're watching, whether you're watching currency pairs, whether you're watching indices or stocks or whatever, get on finviz.com, get on tradingview.com, all these free stuff out there, and just watch. Just use it as a fun thing to do. Don't take it too seriously. Watch it, print off a few charts, and maybe make a few ideas and go, you know what, I think that might carry on going up. I think that might carry on going down. There's no point in getting too strict now. We're talking about if you're, under 18, you've probably still in education or you're doing something else, just enjoy it. Pick it up when you want and just start to develop a little bit of a feel for what makes markets go up, what makes markets go down, what the news is, without overdoing it, because you don't want to you don't want to bog yourself down with it. It's just not worth it at this level yet. Number two, play on a demo. So if someone can open a demo account for you, have a play on a demo. Now, it doesn't have to be a demo account with brokers. It's probably technically illegal that, but there are kind of accounts that are paper trading accounts that you can open up online that kind of mirror the effects of trading. Again, not too much though, guys. There's no point at this stage in overdoing it, because you're either going to burn out and think, oh, I don't want to do this, or you're not going to allow yourself to have the broad exposure of growing up and doing other bits and pieces. Because what I will say, even if you are hell-bent on becoming a trader and you're so focused on it, we'll get to this in a moment, having other things in your life will help your trading, because as you're that age, you start to develop the personality and different traits and habits, good and bad, and you want to have a bit more of a broad awareness of people, build your confidence, build your focus, tenacity, grit, determination in other areas, so that then when the time's right, you can put that into trading. You'll make far more leaps and bounds than you will just going straight into trading as soon as you're 18, kind of sitting and locking yourself in a spare room and plodding away and getting frustrated by the lack of growth and stuff, because it's inevitable. When you come in, you start trading, it's very, very challenging in the beginning. And the last thing you want to do is, if that's the first thing you go into after, say, school or some higher education or whatever it is, and that's the first thing you go into and you're failing and failing and failing, that's going to give you a real smack. So, my advice, I've kind of skipped a few here, is let's talk about it. Do something unrelated to trading. So have a pathway or a career or something that allows you to put effort in, and the more effort in you put, the more reward you get back almost instantly. Because the trouble with trading is you don't get that. You can put in as much effort as you can. You won't see the rewards until 3 months down the line, 4 months down the line. Whereas, if you're in a job, a kind of regular job, I say, you put in the work in, you're putting the effort in, you normally see the rewards pretty quickly. And so I'd always advise somebody, if you are too young to trade but love the markets, keep it as a hobby for a few years. Go and pursue something else. Go and pursue a career. Now, if that's a career in a trading environment, and even better, if you're trading, going into not necessarily trading, but if you're working in with an analysis firm or with a hedge fund, even better. But I recognise that that's tricky for many people. Hedge fund investment banks are kind of the top tier things. There's a high benchmark to get in those, but there's plenty of other lower end stuff, like it could be in a financial publication. Maybe it's a website that publishes things for traders or financial news. Maybe it's software for traders. Maybe it's some kind of newsletter. Maybe it's a small trading firm. Maybe it's a small prop shop. Maybe it's something. There's loads and loads of things that you can work in that aren't actually trading. Perhaps you're doing graphic design. Perhaps you're doing coding, perhaps you're doing whatever, all the things that you may be doing, but you're still involved with the markets because the company is based around markets. So you've still got that flavor and stuff, but you actually get a feel for doing something meaningful and seeing the results. And the big thing as well, guys, is being paid. Trading straight off the bat, you're not going to be paid straight off the bat. At least if you're doing something as you go into the workplace, you're going to start getting paid. You're going to start earning some money. You feel good about that. You build your confidence, tenacity, grit, and all that kind of stuff. And that will help you in your trading. And maybe you can save up enough when you're 18. You put a few £100 into a spread betting account and you can trade it. When you're 18, you can do whatever you want. That's definitely something, guys. Do something unrelated to trading. I'm not a big fan of people going straight into trading their own accounts as soon as they're 18. I think that there's plenty of time. Markets are always going to be here. Go and do some fun stuff. Go and maybe pursue a career in something. If it's in trading, great. If it's something else, great. And look at the markets on the side. Plenty of time for making the decision to kind of trade later on in a later date. Read the top books. Some really good books out there. They're not dry. Some of them are very humorous. We've got one around here. I think it's in the office. But Reminiscence of a Stock Operator is a great one. Pitbull's a great one. Day Trader Pick to PC is a great one. These are kind of story-ish books. And then you've got some, bit harder ones to look at, like some technical stuff and textbooks, which you don't have to go into yet. But there's stuff that the books are interesting. The storybooks particularly are interesting because they are very much focused on the story of it, but there's a lot of personality, a lot of do's and don'ts and bits and pieces in there. So they're really good books to kind of look at. Pitbull is a great one. Marty Schwartz, Day Trader Pick to PC, Louis Borsellino, great one. And Reminiscence of a Stock Operator is the third one that I can think of off the top of my head. All right, number 5 is build your intuition. So again, make this fun. Don't go too aggressive with it and kind of lock yourself in a room, but start to look at charts. You start to build that intuition because you've got so much time when you're younger. You've got plenty of time, and you can have 10 years of building intuition before you even start trading at some point, 5 years, whatever. The point is, the more time you spend exposing yourself to the markets, if you enjoy it, of course, seeing markets go up, seeing markets go down, see what causes markets to spike, see what causes markets to do nothing, see seasonality, see what opens are doing, closes are doing, lunchtime's doing, summertime, Christmas time, all this kind of stuff. You're way ahead then when you're ready at some point, maybe in the future, to trade swing trade, to part-time day trade, to even maybe go full-time day trade if you've got the kind of want to take a window out. But that will help you so much because you're building the foundations that are really going to help when you do start trading in the future. Anyway, guys, that's my thoughts. Again, this is just my opinion. Some other people's might be different. If you're too young to trade but love the markets, 5 things to get you going. All right, guys, take care. See you next one. Bye-bye.